So in this video, I am going to go over the scene management. So in here I got the scene manager. It is a singleton. For public methods, I've got set start scene, getting the current scene, setting the next scene. For private, I have init start scene, update, draw, and delete. Those all get called in the engine. So right here is the init start scene. In the update, obviously it's called update, draw, and draw. And the delete gets called unload content. And those all get called through the attorney. And the only thing that has access to the attorney is the engine and the scene change commands. So for that, go into here, the .cpp. So I've got a scene command that does nothing. So that'd be this one, scene change null command. Whenever it gets called, whenever its execute gets called, it won't do anything, and that's because in the update, the execute always gets called. So if it's a null command, no scene will get changed. As soon as it changes to an actual change new command, then the scene will change. And then in the update, the game loop update for the scene gets called. And then here for the draw. So for the setting the next scene, it checks to see if a double scene change is attempted. If it hasn't been, it'll set the scene for the command. And again, like I said, the command will get executed in the update, and then the scene will change. So then for the scene change command, so yeah, it was a command pattern that has no broker, like I showed. And for the scene change command, here's the base for it, and then the actual scene change command header. The .cpp is just a set get, and then the execute would actually change the scene. Okay. Then here's the null command. Right. And then for the scene class, this is the scene class. As far as public methods go, I got getting the current camera of the scene, the 2D camera of the scene, setting the current camera and updating the camera's position. And then I have all privates for the different registers and deregisters for the different exables. And the way these get called is through the scene attorney right here. And only the exables have access to this, and the scene manager needs access to the scene update. Okay, then I'll just show one of the exables. So an alarmable, see, scene attorney right here. So it gets called in the actual registration or deregistration for each of the exables, and that's when different registers and deregisters get called from the scene. Then here's the .cpp for it. It does have a registration broker here. Okay. Then the scene draw just processes all the drawable objects, then just the different registers, deregisters, submitting a command, then just the gets and sets, and then updating the camera. Okay. Then for the actual broker itself, that would be right here. So this is the command base that I have, and then the actual broker, it just uses a list, since iterating through a list is fast and it doesn't impact runtime, since we're just going through it and calling the execute on each, and then we're just clearing the list. Okay, and then here's the actual scene registration command. And, yep. Okay, and then so for the scene, so here's the scene manager documentation. Okay, that's pretty much what I said. Then for the scene, yeah. And any methods that the user would need to know or have access to, I've documented. And that is it for the scene management.